Hi everyone, this is Nora. Thank you so much for joining me. Today I'm going to share my November setup. However, the month of October is not quite done. So as I show you my November setup, I'll just kind of reference things that I need to finalize for October. I did want to share this video earlier than I usually do because I have a box here that I cannot wait to share what I have in there. So for my year at a glance here, this is a dashboard from Infinite Lotus. I always use the drop sticker from Cloth and Paper in the color Cortado. Later on, I did end up purchasing these here in the nude color from Paperie Planning, but it was kind of too late. I kind of wish I would have started with these because I feel like the color is a little softer. Nonetheless, I want to make sure that I finish the year with the same color. So that's what I will place right here when the month of October is completed. Moving on, I do have my wins for the month of October completed. For the wins for November, I don't plan them ahead of time. I actually use this as a reflective piece. So I look back on what I felt went really well for me, and then I write those items there. For my quarterly inserts, which by the way, all of these are from Infinite Lotus, I do my planning way ahead. So for the month of November, I only have to just use this as a reference. For example, my kids don't have school on the 27th and we have Thanksgiving break, my kids as well as myself. Then for the monthly, I did go ahead and I filled out my sticky notes for my what I'm calling my monthly tracker, but just to cross off the days as they go by. This was the one from October and this is the one for November. I did go ahead and place all the appointments there, of course, pay dates, and I switched over from these dots, these transparent small dots from Rosie Papeterie into this one, a sable color for the month of November to mark when my husband is not working. So that is completed. Then moving on to the weekly, I will continue with these inserts. So this is the thing. These are undated, and so they're not separable weekly inserts. As a result, there's my November dashboard right here, and it is what it is. Once I am full swing into next week for the pretty much last week of October / first week of November, I will just remove these and move them right over here so they're not in the way. But I did do my pre-planning for the week of November. I am the type of person that plans week by week. The only place that I plan more in advance would be in that quarterly insert that I showed you and the monthly. So I did go ahead and decided to kind of prep this week already. I actually started completing some tasks earlier than I expected, so I just crossed those off. And I went, of course, with my little date dots from Paperie Planning. Here's where I will write what I will share over on Instagram, work tasks that I complete, as well as these circle dots that I'm using for appointments here. And these are also from Paperie Planning. I'm going to continue using the sticker book where I have my stickers that I'm mostly using here. Very excited to continue that. And I did do some pre-planning of hair days for my daughter and myself there. So then I can make sure that I'm very intentional with my day and that we plan everything accordingly to make sure that we have enough time for that. And here's some things that I will mark for the next week. So I'm happy that I was able to just sit down and just really make some very basic pre-planning here. I have, like, for example, my daughter has dance and I don't write it in unless it happens because what if she gets sick, right? So I just kind of leave that there. Most likely it's going to happen. We just never know. And then I put my little D for the dinners. I usually put it right around like 5:30 mark, right around here. And whether we have dinner at 5:30 or not, that's where I always put my D there. And that's going to remain that way. By the way, I did not change out any of my deco or add any new dashboards or anything. The setup is still the same from the October setup. And moving on to my trackers, I placed all my new trackers here. Now all I did was write the month of November for them. So here's my sleep tracker, my steps tracker. Here's my habit tracker, mood tracker, and these are the ones that I'm going to complete. So once October is over, this will be completed. That was a sleep tracker for October. This is a step tracker for October as well. Same goes for the habit one and the mood one. For my weekly routines, I also did go ahead and prep November as I am finishing up October. Another thing that I do every month is I make sure I have all of my inserts slit. So I go through with some scissors. These are from Paperie Planning. I don't believe they're in the shop at the moment. I love these scissors. They're super portable and I've been using them for quite a while. I will also continue to use this highlighter if I use a highlighter. I love this highlighter. I think you can still find this on Amazon. I bought this a while back ago from a previous planner shop, which no longer has this highlighter available. And then I've been using this whiteout here, and I'm still testing it out. I'm using the Tombow one, so we'll see if I stick with it. I will say that I absolutely love the aesthetics of it, so we'll see. And then to make any lines, I've been really enjoying using this ruler from Cloth and Paper that it was in one of the sub boxes, because I love that I can just easily put it right over here and just see where the number goes and then just draw my line for my time blocking. So I will continue to use all of this stationery. Like I said, this little book sticking around for the stickers that I'm using. And yeah, these are just old trackers from before. I do have a finance tracker, which I don't share, that is back there. And then for my social media, meaning not social media, I stay for YouTube, then I would just continue to use these here. I have not completed mine for November, or I should set up the one for November, because this video is kind of still the end of October, yet I am talking about November. So I may just still place that on the 1st of November, even though I know I didn't publish this video on the 1st of November, but it is what it is. All right, so that is it for my GM. And then as far as stickers, yep, I'm sticking to all the same stickers that I've been using here. This is great. I do have some important dates back here that I reference, and I plug them into the monthly when the time comes. So for example, I will plug in a concert that my son has for November, but that's during the school day. So even though I don't have to go to it, I need to make sure that he is ready for that concert. All right, so let me just close this so I can go into my personal rings. Okay, so personal rings still is going strong as far as brain dump and list. So for example, for the month of November, I had set these things up already because these are undated. So I always had a sticker for the month right there. And all I did was go and write paydays here just so I can reference them when I'm out and about, and some important dates as well. I did not go ahead and highlight the days that my husband is off with this highlighter, because you just never know if there's a change. In this view that I showed you, I use these sticker dots, and these are actually quite movable. So it doesn't matter if something changes and I can move them. But if I highlight something, it's pretty permanent. So that's just not going to work. And then moving on with my lists, of course, for work running to-do list, I did set this up already. And for my other running to-do list for personal items, I wrote items there, but I never date those. And that's exactly why I have this on the go planner / kind of for work items, because it's very effortless. I feel it's very functional, and I don't have to invest a lot of time. As you can see, I'm getting through this flip here quite quickly, and that is the point, to have this set up nice and in a nice simple way, so that I don't have to invest a lot of time in this. Moving on to the unboxing, this item that I'm about to unveil is something that I had debated to purchase or not for quite a while, and I finally decided to do it because I know that the holiday season is upon us and it may go out of stock. I also wished I could have ordered it in September to use it in October, but that did not happen. So now I have to decide if I use the item in here for the month of November, perhaps, that's why it's part of this video, or wait until 2025. Normally, I do get this ribbon wrapped around my box. It was not like that, and that's okay. And here's my envelope with my paperwork. I don't know, do you have any guesses? I'd love to know in the comments what you think I purchased. Okay. Here is the item. So this is the Epi GM Agenda, and I had to get this because it is black, professional, it's streamlined, it has the same measurements as the monogram. LV is down here at the bottom. This means I could take this to work because I've always been hesitant to take my monogram out and about. I don't mind my MM, but for some reason the GM is just, the logos and everything is just much bigger, right? So I am looking forward to using this agenda. Slim spine, just like the monogram. The only thing is that here, this doesn't have the button right here, right? And I do like that detail, but then I don't mind having a little, something different to look at, especially because this is all so streamlined and you don't have anything distracting. If I go to a meeting or something like that, it's just going to be perfect, at least from my point of view. It has the same pocket configuration as the monogram. It doesn't weigh a lot at all. It's the same as the monogram, at least from what I've at least the way it has felt to me. The rings are just fine at 30 millimeter rings. It has all of this silver hardware, which I am loving. I think this will be great. So when I'm having like a gold moment, I can go into the monogram. And when I want to move into this very clean silver, you know, kind of aesthetics, I can go into this as well. So as you can see, this is what I'm debating if I should use this for the month of November or just wait until 2025. I just absolutely love it. I especially love the interior of it. Like, it matches so well with the overall way that the inside of this the monogram is made. So I just think this is just perfect. I cannot wait to use it, but I don't know if I'll be able to wait until 2025. I don't know. I'm really happy with it. I know I have a while to decide if I'm going to keep her or not, but honestly, right now, I'm really, really excited. I did check her out and I didn't see any imperfections or anything that stood out to me. What do you think? I would love to know, like I said, in the comments, what you thought this was. And if you think I can wait till the 2025 or should I jump in now? I don't know. I'm still kind of debating, and I'm hoping to kind of share an update next week as to what I decide to do. In the meantime, I'd love to have that interaction with you, whether here on YouTube or over on Instagram. My handle is Dr._Alva Plans. Thank you so much for watching and your support. I hope you have a wonderful day or evening.